dismissed every accomplishment I've made. You've talked about my father. Well, you call me an entitled millennial, I call you a carny succubus, because the dirty secret about you, the dirty secret is you need this generation more than it needs you.
What up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe. And Thanksgiving has come and gone. And we're going to talk about Collision, November 27th, 2025, on Thanksgiving. So gobble, gobble, cheers. I hope everyone had some awesome food. I know I sure as hell did. I'm like mad at myself because I feel fat and disgusting. A little bit of, what is this? Red Bull, Fuji, apple, and ginger. It vitalizes my body and mind. Well, let's see that as we do this podcast. We're still in Nashville, Tennessee. Tony, Nigel, Excalibur on commentary. We go into, I believe, the Blue League here for Pac versus Mike Bailey. This is my match of the night. I mean, oh my gosh. Pac, he lays him in there, man. I would be afraid to get hit by that dude once. Am I taller than him? I don't know, but he's scary. You don't want to be in there with him, but he got the win over Mike Bailey. Then we go backstage with Renee and Daniel Garcia. I'm really enjoying this energy of Daniel Garcia. He takes on Magic tonight, you know, a mentor, a father figure, everything like that. He's been there for the big ones and this and that. And Daniel's like, I'm going to make you bleed and I'm going to move on because I'm a winner now that I've been with the Mox cult. And he's not wrong. He's not wrong. Renee then is with Brodito. Bandito's taking it hard, but he's in a big, I believe they said 5-man match for the Ring of Honor Championship. I don't know. I thought he was the Ring of Honor champion. When did he lose that? But it's at Final Battle, December 5th, next Friday. When I heard that date, some stuff for work popped in my head. I was like, oh, that's a big day for me. Hi. Then we go right into Daniel Garcia versus Daddy Magic. Mox on commentary. I love Mox on commentary. I forget how entertaining this guy can be. Besides the the death, Mox called. He can be very, very entertaining on commentary. But no, Daniel Garcia and Magic have a decent match here. But Daniel Garcia just got Daddy Magic and choked his ass out. I was like, come on, oh yeah. I win. Daniel Garcia now can move on. I don't think so. I think they're going to keep milking this for what it is. It's going to be like a match with a stipulation or something like that. So we shall see. But after he told everybody, I want that TNT championship. And as he's celebrating here, Mark Briscoe comes out and tells him like, hey, I'm a fighting champion. You know, put all the turkey, all the gravy, all the deviled eggs, all the food. And just like you, son, I'll eat you up. Daniel Garcia didn't like that. Got in Mark's face. Oh, yeah. Mark Briscoe versus Daniel Garcia at World's End, December 27th. I say, take my money. I would like to see that match. Then, here's the demand. That championship, that national championship is way too close looking to the NWA's national championship. Or am I high? Like, I feel like some trademarks can be taken here, but the demand comes out. Well, they didn't come out. They were talking here in the back and stuff like that and being like, ho, 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 ho. But here's FTR with Tony Schiavone. I fast forward through most of this. Until the Bang Bang Gang got there. I was like, all right, here we go. I'll listen to these guys. Really nothing there. And then I was like, you know what? I just want to see these two teams fight. FTR being 11-time tag team champions now. I just want to see Bang Bang Gang and FTR. Bang Bang Gang mostly whooped that FTR ass. You know. I don't know. I didn't really care for this segment. Just, I would say more or less I cared for Bang Bang Gang. The next we got MXMT. I didn't care for this either. I think it came down to, I fast forward through this. It came down to Dalton and the Outrunners. I don't know. But after Outrunners and them get the win, Ricochet comes out. Gates of Agony attacked. Big old fight. Yeah. I really wasn't paying that much attention. At least, you know what? It's funny is I dropped these new nWp archives, and I was such a cynical shit because I would be like, "Who cares? Move on." You know, Who cares? Move on, which you're going to hear this Sunday for the first episode in the nWp archives. I was just like, oh, who cares? Roman Reigns sucks. And this was building to WrestleMania 34. Now I'm all over the Tribal Chief. I got a Tribal Chief shirt. It's just amazing how these things work, you know, especially in pro wrestling. Then we get Renee with the Don Callis family. My favorite part about this whole thing, because they're all saying what they're thankful for. And I love that it gets to Okada. He's like, I am thankful I don't have to team up with Takeshita, causing the tension there. And I'm like, you little shit. Then we go to Eddie Kingston versus Shibata. This is a hard-hitting, fun match. But, of course, Eddie Kingston gets the win. And he cuts a promo afterwards. He starts cussing and cursing and carrying on like Eddie Kingston does. And he's calling out Joe for World's End. I was like, Eddie Kingston versus Samoa Joe for the championship? Ooh, okay. I'm for this. Are you not for this? I want to see that. I love me some Eddie Kingston sometimes. Sometimes it can be a little bit much, but Eddie versus Joe seems like a hard-hitting affair that I will be right there with my eyeballs on the telly. Then we go into Red Velvet. She wants a rematch, and she does get it. Like, she calls for a rematch, and then automatically they show the card. Like, no, it's happening at Final Battle. Her and Mercedes Moné for the Ring of Honor Television Championship will happen. Then we go to Mello versus, not Carmelo, but Tay Mello, however she wants to say it, versus Tekla. This was fun, but Tekla getting the win. Then, of course, here comes the Sisters of Sin, and then it's a beatdown. Then here comes Hayter, here comes Chris. I'm guessing setting up a 3-on-3 match for Collision next week, because I don't think they mentioned anything for Dynamite. But I was like, Tekla for the win. Boo, Mello. Yay, Sisters of Sin. Then we go right into our main event here, which is my second match of the night. Blue League, Roderick Strong versus Takeshita. Don Callis on commentary. Awesome match, man. I love Roderick Strong. I think he had to take the place of Kyle Fletcher because Kyle Fletcher is hurt. I was like, damn. Then hearing Adam Cole might not be coming back anytime soon, which makes me sad. But this was one hell of a way to end Collision. And we started with Pac and Mike Bailey tearing it up in my match of the night. And then second match of the night with Roderick Strong and Takeshita and everything sort of just in the middle. I give this Collision November 27, 2025, Thanksgiving edition. Tony, Nigel, Excalibur on commentary in Nashville, Tennessee. 3 out of 5. We had a good sandwich here with Pac and Roderick, Takeshita being the buns and everything in between. Moment of the night? Let me see. Eddie calling out Joe because I thought that was an interesting turn of events we're going to do here. So, but that's it. That's all. Drop those comments below. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. Share with your grandma. Share with your grandpa. Share with the bum down at Walmart. I am KMB, the Sexy Ninja. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life.
8 points on the line here tonight in the Gold League of the 2025 Continental Classic Group Stage action. And an avalanche belly-to-belly suplex.